Mr. DJ Rose, Verzuz, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. For sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
Friends, why do we have them?
How many of us have them?
How many of us have them?
Friends, I thought you were my friend.
No More Black Tears podcast. How y'all doing, friends? Welcome to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Yeah, y'all, we finna get into the power of friendship, man. You know, Verzuz, DJ, Rose, and C's at the table, y'all.
These are C's. Say it right.
Don't forget the Mr. either. Yeah,
Mr. DJ Rose and Caesar C.
Yeah, we go at this both back here. Which one you want the front or the back?
Yeah, I'm just Verzuz, y'all. I ain't got no pronouns in front of my shit. So there was a video this week, and there was like many different interpretations of friendships. I want to start off by asking everyone at the table, what do you consider a friend? Like, what does someone have to do or be to you for them to be a friend in your eyes?
A friend in need is a friend indeed. Now I love that phrase from Robert Harris, rest in peace. A friend really, a lot of the times we get the misconception, we said it before, but the misconception like acquaintances. What's the other word? Associates. You got associates, acquaintances, your coworkers, and then your friends. Your friends, like over the years, like back in the elementary school when we was a kid, I think we're all going to have early in our lives, we're going to say, we used to say, hey, somebody you play with in the playground, oh, that's my friend. Or, hey, I sit next to Jasmine and Johnny, those are my friends. That was the people you was around. But friends is like, it's not necessarily things you've been to, but some you actually are around a lot. You have a commonality, like talk. You don't have to talk often. It's just something in a type of relationship where you treat each other a certain way. Everybody, the difference is going to be different for everybody's definition is different. But for me, it's somebody I frequently talk to or have a certain type of relationship, whether we've been through stuff together or other things. But it's just a deeper relationship than an associate, an acquaintance. Damn near my actual friends, like my real friends, are damn near family. So I mean, it's just, I know I'm going around in circles trying to define it, but it's really like the typical idea of, hey, this is my friend. That's really as an adult.
I'm gonna be honest, man. When I was like, to your point about when you were a kid, you're on the playground with the other kids, man, my household, if you ain't meet my grandma, you couldn't be my friend. Like they was very steadfast on, like, I was like, come home, yeah, this my friend. I ain't met that motherfucker, so they ain't your friend. So like growing up, man, I like until probably like I say high school, I had a very small group of friends because most of my friends from elementary school, Boy Scouts, all the way to like right before high school, met my mom, met my grandma, had to come to my house and stuff like that. And usually my people met their peoples too. But for me, it's just a commonality with someone. Like we bond over the same stuff. You know, we kind of fuck with each other. We cool. I can confide in them. I can be, most importantly, I can be myself around them. Because we all can say at the table, we all have different faces we go into the world with. You know, you at work, you might have to be a certain way. You know, you're in school and class, you might have to be this type of person. You at church, you're this kind of person. But then when you with your friends, you can talk how you want to talk. You can act how you want to act. You can say stuff that's not politically correct and not have to worry about this shit. You know, whereas like you might be around other people and you might try to be careful what you say. Like I know growing up with my brother TTK, a lot of people was like, he don't talk. And I was like, nah, he talk a lot. But you got to get to know him. He got to feel cool with you. And that's kind of like another level of friendship is, you know, when you see people just being themselves and being comfortable around you, that let them know, like that let you know, okay, this person considers me a friend, because you're not going to really confide in people and just do normal stuff around other people unless you just have that kind of comfortability. As far as what you're saying about the different levels, I think there is different levels of friendships. Like, you know, even beyond just acquaintances and coworkers, like you might have, these are my friends, you know, but then you might have like, these are my like friends, like I'm tight with these my niggas, like these are my niggas. And then you might have that gold platinum status of, man, these is my brothers, these is my sisters, this is my family and stuff like that. And I feel like as you get older, for the most part, you kind of get to that status of the people that's really, really your friends, who've been with you for a long time, who you've done dirt with, who you've confided some really deep stuff into. Like they transcend friends and they become family. And it's like that phrase you hear, they're not the family you was born into. They was the family that you actually got to choose for yourself.
Yeah, so great definitions, fellas. My definition is someone like you said, Ratita, you could be yourself around, and you spent time together, you know what I'm saying? But you, in my definition, you can't be friends until y'all did some dirt together and y'all both came out unscathed. And you could get caught and still do dirt, but nobody snitched on each other.
They ain't pointed you say it was that nigga right there.
Yeah, they know your family. They know your mom, your parents, your dad, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes grandparents. They know your brothers. And if it's gotta be they gotta be a certain thing. Like I tell my kids all the time, like, oh yeah, my friend, like that's your friend. Like what dirt y'all did together? Oh no, I just know them for a long time. I say that ain't your friend. You don't know them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I tell my daughter, I said, you got lots of friends. She said, no, I don't. I said, you call a lot of people your friends. You got lots of friends. She said, well, I guess I do. I said, yeah, but you keep those friends that you grew up with from elementary school and things like that. Yeah, they could be your friends, but when you go off and meet new people, find new jobs, these people are not your friends. You know what I'm saying? These people are not your friends.
They're people from your past that you still have ties to.
No, I'm talking about when you go off and you meet new people.
Oh, when you meet new people?
Like in jobs and at school and things like that. Yeah, these people are not your friends. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell them all the time, I tell my kids all the time, like, you can always listen, but never tell. You just listen to people, but you never tell their business. You don't tell your business. You just listen to their business. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You can be an ear, but never be the mouth. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to be the mouth. You just want to be the ear. Just listen.
Listen twice as much as you talk. That's why you got 2 ears.
Yeah. So you can listen to them and you can be there for them, and you never give anybody money. You never you don't do favors for people. You just listen and always have a comeback, but like always have an excuse why you can't do something, because people are users. You know what I'm saying? And they latch on to people. They latch on to good people, and they like to use people. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but my definition of a friend is somebody that you know, your family knows, and that y'all did some dirt together, and y'all both came out unscathed.
I do want to piggyback off something you said. At what point in time did you stop making new friends, or does that never happen in your opinions?
I don't know. You can always make new friends, because you know what I'm saying. People move and things like that. So if you say you move or C's move to another city or state, you know what I'm saying. Eventually you're gonna meet people that you think are cool. You know what I'm saying. They're gonna be around you. So eventually they can become your friend. So I don't think it's a point of time where you can't make new friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so, because time is time. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how old you is, but time is time. I think, because if you spend enough time with somebody and get to know somebody,
then bonds are going to grow.
Yeah,
that's where I think a lot of us as adults kind of hinder ourselves being in the world because we're like set in our ways. Like we've all probably, each of us at this table at some point been like, I don't need no new damn friends. I'm a grown ass man. I don't need no new friends. It's like
that's definitely me. I'm niggas.
You kind of close yourself off to the world. So it's like, let's just say you decide to move to freaking LA. Me and Rose can't be able. You can call us every day.
I'm gonna have associates in LA, but my friends gonna be in.
But I'm saying, what if you get into some shit and you end up meeting somebody? It's like, yo, man, you a real ninja, And I'm just saying, you got to leave the possibility. Like, I'm not saying,
possible. Yes,
I'm not saying go out and be like,
if they prove themselves, then they can get that status. But
and
I've developed a friend group where I have friends that if I need them, even if they states apart, I feel like they'll be there for me in some type of fashion.
My main point was just don't close yourself off to it. Don't say like, oh, I'm a grown ass man or I'm an adult. I'm not gonna make any more friends in my life. Like, you don't know that. Like, why would you close yourself off? Like, you might have a coworker, y'all actually end up hanging out, and you find, 3 years down the line, like, yo,
it's possible.
It's possible. I'm saying
possible. Like, the reason why for me it's hard,
but it's hard. Yeah.
I take someone like MJ who know me since elementary school. He's seen me develop from a kid to a teenager to a young man to now a grown man and pay bills and stuff like that. I've seen him, mature to where he's came to where he's at now. And it's like the fact that he knows stuff about me that I just really doubt that somebody I meet tomorrow, and even if I knew them for 10 years, I'm going to get to the point where they're going to know some of my deepest, darkest secrets. Like, that's to me, like, when I really feel like you're a friend. But I have coworkers that I'm cool with. Y'all met some of my coworkers the last couple of years. I have coworkers that I'm really down for. I fuck with them. They my niggas at work. But, like, in real life, like, nah, man, I got coworkers that I'm cool with at work. But they might ask me for some favors outside the job. I'm like, lock them up.
I mean, all I'm saying is don't close yourself off. But hey, it is a hard thing to do as an adult. Which, like, there are some people, they're just people. And I'm like, this motherfucker goes, like, I got people that I know that just be anywhere. And they just, their personality real outgoing. So when they go out, they like, I'm more reserved. I'm like,
they become friends with anybody.
Not even friends, like, and like you have a conversation with them, you really find out this month. I ain't gonna say they're a user, but they know how to maneuver and get stuff out of people. It's not malicious. It's just a truth. It's just the truth. It's like, but it's like, their personality is like, they're so cool that people naturally like, they want to know who this is. They want to be their friend.
They like their energy.
They like their energy.
That's how Sue is. Every time she goes somewhere, it's like people want to be her friend. People give her stuff and all kind of stuff, and like.
But she got great energy though. When you get around her, and you hang with her, and she's in that mood. Her energy is amazing. So I can see why that would be the case.
So I mean, there's that. But yeah, as an adult, man, I found it hard to really make friends because it was like. And I think that kind of goes to like my personality because it's like I'm not real trusting with people, especially new. Who these niggas? Who these new niggas? I'm not real trusting. I'm like, yo, I gotta sit in the corner. I'm like, that motherfucker's weird. He don't say nothing. It's like I ain't got shit to say to y'all motherfuckers because I don't know you. And then like there's been people that come up and they start trying to have a conversation with me. I'm like, they get the fuck out my face. I ain't trying to. Then they start joking around. They're like, all right, cool, man. You get me out my shell, and then I'm like, all right. Gotcha, nigga. It was like, damn, I ain't know. Damn, Dan, you was a damn, C's. I ain't know you was this funny, man. Like, why you don't say much? I'm like, nigga, I be chilling, man. I ain't with all this rah bullshit. So I mean, friends, man. It's like you said, you got different levels, man. You got friends that I've been with for, like I said last week. I said on the last episode, I got friends I've been friends with for 10 years, 15, damn near 20 years. Friends that I lost contact with, that if I picked up the phone or we talked or saw each other, we're like, yo.
It's like you never left.
Like we never left. Or,
I see Jose do that all the time. We be chilling and he'll tell me, I ain't talked to this dude in like a year. And he'll start talking to him. They've been on the phone for like 2 hours damn near. And I'm just chilling with him. Yeah. So moving on to like, we're staying with friends. Like, but there was a girl who was talking about, hey man, if her homegirl cheat, she don't care. It is what it is. Like, if your friend has moral fallacies, Like, can you abide by that? Like, if your friend cheats, beats women, does things that you think morally is corrupt or bad, like, how do you handle that season, Rose?
It depends on what it is specifically. This is not one of them. Oh, they like to mess with little such and such. No, this
No,
is
that is it. That counts too.
No.
Because
Okay,
for me,
okay,
it's based
okay,
on how I view the moral flaw. Like for me, and I hate to say
cheating
this,
on
ladies, I don't condemn
cheating on your spouse. I don't like it.
It's not against the law.
I'll tell you you're wrong. For me as a friend, I will tell you you are wrong. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's my business to
I'm not even gonna
break
tell
it
you
out.
wrong, man. That's not my
I'm gonna
relationship.
tell you, I'll be like, yo,
Nah.
you wilding, yo, you do, yo, blah 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 blah. Or you got a good situation, you're like, why would you?
That's the only way.
And then
I
I'll let it
say
go.
something
I'm like, hey, bro,
I gotta know that you got an amazing fucking woman. Like, I gotta know you got an amazing woman that other niggas will be begging for. That I'll be like, come on, bro.
Even then, it's like I'm gonna be like, yo, like, hey, but it's not my business too. And just like, oh, he sells. Don't get me involved. I don't want to know. Don't have me in the car. You got some shit in the trunk, and you ain't tell me like you was supposed to tell me from jump. Hey, bro, you might want to take your own ride. You might want to ride with Johnny and Po Boy, because you know me. Like I'm gonna look out you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things. But on the spectrum is like as far as like cheating and doing illegal activities like pharmaceuticals and things of that nature. The person to person. Some people I can see. I look at a lot of people. It's fucked up to say I'm a hypocrite. That's their life. When they with me, we're on this equal setting. We only deal with this or we talk about this. The outside shit is, hey, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. Blah blah blah. But don't tell me about it. Hey, your shit is your shit. My shit is my shit. But when we're in this, you ask me, I'll tell you my opinion. Vice versa. All that other shit. Hey, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, for me, man, if your morals don't align with my morals, it just depends on how high I have those morals. Like, you know, I grew up in a single parent household. I believe you should take care of your kids. It's hard for me to really consider you one of my niggas if you don't take care of your kids. One of the reasons why me and Rose is so tight, I see what kind of father he is. I respect that about him. I like that about him.
But you don't take care of your own kids, man. What you
mean? Don't be putting out false shit on the pod, dog. Don't be putting out false shit on the pod.
He was proving he was not the father.
Yeah. But like, you know, but in situations like that, when I see that you're not taking care of your kids, it's hard for me to really put you in my inner circle of you my nigga or whatever. Because I find that as a character flaw. And that's not necessarily something that's illegal. That's just something that I hold in high regard. Like, yo, you can't do that. If you someone that like to beat on women, and I want to make this very clear, I'm not talking about you and your woman getting in an argument and she hit you and you hit her back. Hey, that's relationship shit that's messy. I'm talking about you the type of nigga that put on an old blues record, jazz record,
every record or two down home,
and then just start saying, "I hit you when I want her. I hit you when I want her." Like you come home and your state code, and you just start beating your bitch in front of me. Yeah, I can't be around no shit like that. Like it's certain things morally, I just can't be around. It's fucked up. So I can't be around those people. And I have cut off people who morals just don't align with my morals. What about you, Rose?
Yeah, I think I have done that. And some things like when people just do other things that, you know what I'm saying, it don't have to be with any kind of morals. It's just like you just trifling. You know what I'm saying? I guess that has something to do with morals too. You know what I'm saying? Trifling, being trifling, or
something that you disagree with in your moral system.
Yeah. So yeah. But if you was really my friend and I called you my friend, then I can deal with it because people that are my friend, I consider them my brothers. So if you're my brother, then you know what I'm saying. They say you can't choose your family. You know what I'm saying. So if I consider you my brother, that means you're my family. Then that means you wasn't chosen. You was placed.
Yeah.
So So I can deal with certain things to a certain I can deal with certain things. But you can I can still call you my friend, my brother. I can still love you, but I can still love you from a distance.
Facts.
And I can still check on you, even though I don't agree with some of the things that you're doing or some of the things that you say. I can still be there for you. You know what I'm saying? And still be a friend to you. You know what I'm saying?
So in terms of being there for people and being loving people from a distance, what's a bad friend? What's a good friend? Like they're still a friend, but they're a bad friend or they're a good friend. Or do y'all not believe that exists?
Well, a bad friend is just a selfish person, I think. It's just a person that always put themselves first. You know what I'm saying?
Would that be a friend to you? Would they be a friend if they were selfish? That's why I asked, like, does it not exist?
If they stood the test of time, then it became a friend.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
And they have certain ways you don't like.
Yeah, so if they stood the test of time, that can that can be I guess a bad friend, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, but you still love them. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't love, you know what I'm saying? We love everybody, you know what I'm saying? Or have love for everybody. We have love for everybody. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody.
No, you love everyone, but you might not like everyone.
Yeah, so it's like you might have love, but you don't love them, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so if you love somebody, you know what I'm saying, because your family, you love your family, you know what I'm saying, your brothers and your sisters, so you love them, so it's going, you still love them and be like, oh yeah, that's messed up. You do messed up stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. Like, or you don't keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you still love them like dog, but dog, you don't do what you say. You know what I'm saying? You don't practice what you preach. Shout out to Dolph. You know what I'm saying? But you don't always have to practice what you preach. But if you talking about it, and you're my friend and you're my brother, you should be about it.
What about you, C's?
Let's say a bad friend, man. I'm gonna say a bad friend is probably one you don't want. Probably abusive. I ain't gonna say abusive in like the sense of like, oh, they're beating you or whatever, but just like the relationship isn't good. They always using you like a user, a liar, behaviors that you don't like. You know, it's like somebody that you probably want to cut off or don't like dealing with, but for some reason you still find yourself around. I can see that as a bad friend. I don't necessarily think selfish. Different perspectives on selfish is like somebody takes care of themselves and they put themselves first. It's like can you knock them for that? So yeah, I mean that's probably my definition is like the a person that negatively they call you themselves a friend, but they negatively affect. And it's not going to be like, hey, everybody can't be there all the time. Everybody can't do everything. It's like, hey, you weren't there for me when I was going through this. It's like, yeah, because I was dealing with this. It's like, why didn't you tell me? It's like, well, shit was crazy. So I mean, there's different perspectives, but I would say probably the abuse for the negativity and the negative things they would bring.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a bad friend. We just wasn't friends then. Because I feel like if I'm dealing with stuff that, you know, we should be able to, if you come to me and talk to me, we should be able to talk about it and vice versa. Because like we at that level. Overall, man, a bad friend is just somebody that just, to me, doesn't water me. You know, like I'm blessed enough to have people in my life, shout out to MGH, who if I tell him something I'm thinking about, tell him a dream, like he'll help water that. Like he's encouraging. And I feel like a bad friend is someone that always wants to bring you down. You know, like you might tell them I want to start a business and they don't want to add nothing positive to the conversation. They just want to tell you how it's not possible. They don't want to tell you the avenues to make it possible. And to me, that's for me personally, I can't speak for, you know, y'all. Like, I don't want to be around someone that can never, you know, speak life into me. They only speak death around me. To me, that's what's going to really make you a bad friend. And me not being able to reach out to you and let you know I need to talk to you or I need some help. And then you isolating yourself from me, even if I'm trying to reach out to you. Like I would kind of probably make that a bad friend, but a good friend is somebody, like an MGH. And I'm not saying nothing about y'all because y'all all do it, but I'm just gonna shout him out. Like it's always encouraging you. They see the best in you, and I'm not trying to make it seem like this is like a relationship thing with a spouse, but I feel like a lot of times your best of friends will see the best in you even when you don't see the best in yourself. Because there's times in my life where I might not have thought that I was a good person or that I had good qualities, and I've had someone like MGH be like, yo, X, Y, and Z and stuff like that, or even someone like D Will, who he'll hear people saying negative shit, and it's not even negative shit like he's a fuck nigga. It's just like my appearance, and he might just be like, yeah, I don't really like y'all saying that kind of stuff about Verzuz, man. I just like he just want to be a very positive person. So I feel like that's a great friend. People that just want to speak life into you and want peace and happiness and love for you. Have y'all ever been in a situation where y'all felt like y'all was forcing a friendship? And if so, how did y'all deal with it?
Just took myself out of it. I stopped trying. Literally.
How did you feel like you was forcing the friendship?
Thought, okay, being isolated place where limited. My coworkers were literally my friends. Come to find out, the people we only hung out because we had the same days off. Been through some shit together, drunk together, almost got in trouble together and all that shit, all that good shit. But come to find out, they just around just to be around. Got to stop dealing with people. You fuck with them, but like, hey, even if you had somebody tell me, it's like, yo, you my dog, but such and such is really my dog, like my nigga. I'm like, well, damn, dude, you couldn't be like, oh, I knew him first or something. It's like, yo, shit, like, why would you invite me to hang out with this, dude more or something? But, pick and choose choices. You kind of just, you deal with the punches as they go, Some people are, how's the phrase go? Or a reason for a season.
Yeah, some people in your life are just for seasons. And shout out to Unveiled.
I've had some amazing people that I call friends. If I saw them today, I'd be like, yo, you were a great friend when we saw each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it was amazing. Like you were a great person to have in your life, whether it's a season or a reason, it's whatever. It's not, I mean, like I think some people take this shit too hard because I'm like, it's life. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to lose friends, you're going to gain friends. You win some, you lose some. Shit, the times you do have, it's just like you passed away and I don't see you and I hear about you die. I'm going to just remember the good times we had together. Hey, you were a great person when I knew you. These people might be talking shit about you and say he was an asshole, but hey, it was like, hey, man. With me, he was good.
I'm making it simple for me, man, before I give it to Rose. Hey, once I realize that you're not trying to do your part in the relationship, I just fall back because I feel like, we all have the same time in the day. So if you're not responding to text messages, if you're not picking up phone calls and stuff like that, I'm going to do my part. We all, like, I just feel like I'm not going to really force something on you. So if you just feel like you're too busy to pick up the phone, if you're too busy to hang out, like that's not something that I feel like should even, if you want to fuck with me, you want to fuck with me. Because you do what you want to do for the people you want to do it for. And I'm a firm believer of that. And I know me and Rose have had conversations about that. If you want to hang with this person, guess what I feel like you're going to do? You're going to make time to hang with them. If you want to talk to them, you're going to make time to talk to them. Like I got friends who will talk to you while they're at work. I got friends, I've had situations where I might have needed something, a ride somewhere, and Rose was at work and he's literally, stopped what he was doing at work and came and gave me a ride somewhere. And sometimes it wasn't even nothing that was really important. I was just like, hey, man, what you doing? I'm trying to go to the grocery store. He's like, he's working. And I'm like, oh, my bad, man. Then don't worry about it. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, I'm outside your house. And I'm like, bro, you didn't have to start working. He's like, nah, it's cool, bro. And he's trying to be nonchalant about it. Like he wasn't doing nothing at work, but he was still at work, though. And he was like, he thought it was important enough to help me go to the grocery store. Like, you're going to fuck with the people that you want to fuck with. And you're going to make excuses for the people that you want to make excuses for, because, Mark Lamont said this, there's always a reason not to do some shit. You know, you got to find a reason to do some shit.
Yes. Tell me the question again. Shout out to Juice Man.
Forcing friendships. Niggas getting strays and they not even here. With friends like this, you don't need enemies.
Okay, so forcing, yeah. So, yeah, I ain't in the force none. I ain't a raper. I ain't a rapist. I ain't gonna force you to do
you ain't gonna be like, take that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Free Diddy. I thought it was Free Diddy.
But Diddy ain't raped nobody.
He gave them what they wanted: baby oil, drugs, alcohol.
He said, I can't stop. I won't stop. You know what I'm saying? But they still had choices. And once you get up,
real moist.
Once you get over there, once you get over, like the choice was yours to come over here because I told you I can't stop, I won't stop. You know what I'm saying? But it's the thing. But as far as forcing anything, yeah, I ain't a rapist, so I ain't gonna force you to do anything. But I'm gonna give you choices though. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a choice. So when your choice is always yourself, then that's when
it's fuck me.
Yeah. So it's like when you always
it gotta be fuck you.
So yeah, so when you're always choosing, you can always tell because people always, you know what I'm saying, when they sometimes people disguise things. Oh yeah, I'm doing this for you. Oh yeah, I'm doing this for you. But they always getting something out of the deal.
Yeah. So it's like this trade is actually better for you than it is for me.
Yeah.
See you in the championship.
See you in the championship. It's like okay. You know what I'm saying? But people can see. Everybody ain't blind. And so people might be blind, but they still can smell. If they can't smell, they can still hear. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff connected, but air, eyes, nose, it's connected, but
yeah.
Something gotta give.
Something gotta give, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man. Have y'all ever had some friendships that ended because of insults or people saying stuff? Like for me, for example, me and MGH was talking earlier, and it's not nothing particular someone said to me. For me, it's just, I make it very simple. It's the intention behind what's being said. So like, for example, for those at the table, I'm a very overweight man. A lot of my friends, not all of them, but a lot of friends like make jokes about my weight. I don't take them personally because I don't think that it's said to hurt my feelings. But I will say this. If we are having a conversation and if you are doing something and saying something to hurt my feelings, that's when I'm gonna take it personal. And like so I really don't have nothing that I can really, in terms of, yo, this person said this to me and I feel like that's enough to end a friendship, is what's the intention behind what you said or did. If it was to hurt my feelings or put me down, then it's like I can't be around no one like that. What about you, C's?
Going for the jugular with shit. Bust people out in front of people over some shit that somebody said and told you
in confidence,
and you use it, slinging shit in somebody's face. Basically, that's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Slinging shit.
We chilling with the hoes.
Going for
nigga, what about that $40 you still owe me?
Going for the intentional shit, and then it's like using some shit against somebody, like holding some shit against them, like. You know what I mean? Like, you know, somebody holds something.
You can't give me a ride to the store. Man, I just helped pay your phone bill last month.
Yeah, that would be some shit. Yeah, with a situation like that. But yeah, like ill intention shit. And then it's like, okay, you know how people say when you get mad, you speak. It's
drunk man tell no lies.
It's some
angry man tell no lies.
It's certain shit like you like. It's a free country. You can say whatever you want, but then some shit, it's like you can say it, but you can't take it back. It's like, motherfucker, out of all the shit you can say, you say this to me, fuck you. You're like, it's fuck you. Oh, so it's fuck me? Yes, it's fuck you. Because you said fuck me too. So I mean, it depends person to person. I think everybody has a line or a button. It doesn't have to be a insult or a saying. It can literally be an action where you're like, yo, I cannot take this. You cross my fucking border. Nigga, I gotta remove myself from this situation. It's India and Pakistan. That's what it is. Like when I see you, motherfucker, it's India, Pakistan now. You bloody fuck you bloody bastard. You bloody fuck. No, you bloody fuck.
When I pull out my knife, I pull out with
blood. I need blood.
Yeah, so I can't think of a. I can now. Me and my boy Young Chris, we call it drop off. And then people have been dropped off. You know what I'm saying? People have been dropped off, but you still all right. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
dropped off?
Like cursed out or,
Oh, okay.
or fussed out. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
You know what I'm
just
saying?
using slang that niggas don't understand.
You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is like word. You know what I'm saying? Right back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Words. Words. Yeah, they do, but it's like
Words will never hurt you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sticks and stones will hurt you, but
words will
words,
never will.
yeah.
So has a friend ever said anything that truly hurt your feelings? Not did, they said something.
Not really said, but I guess like did or had because once you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they have, I guess people have done stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
And
actions
then
is different. I'm talking about just words.
And then said things after they have done stuff.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? But like I guess a pattern of things that can hurt my feelings when it's a pattern.
It's a consistency to you doing and saying this type of stuff.
Yeah, so that will hurt my feelings. But as far as just saying things, like I would get mad at certain things, but it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. But it's like I'm gonna be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But my feelings ain't gonna be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like the only person that can really hurt my feelings is the old lady. You know what I'm saying? Like or one of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Flesh and blood, like. Or like just I guess flesh and blood can hurt your feelings, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like a friend or somebody I consider a friend or a brother, you know, like I can see through it. It's like okay, that's how you really feel, but it's crazier to me because with me, if I consider you my friend or my brother, then I'm going all out for you.
Yeah.
So
I'm a witness to that.
So when I'm going all out for you, and then you say things or something like that, that's what hurts my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like dog, that sort of thing. But
yeah, we hey, just like the baseball game, man. We get to the bottom of the innings, man. Before we move on to the very last thing for friendship. Have you had to distance yourself, and what's the best way to distance yourself from a person?
Honestly, probably just tell them. It's like, yo. I mean, you can.
So don't do the ghost and shit?
You can do the ghost and shit, but at the end of the day, like, sometimes, okay.
What if they're over dramatic?
Situation to situation, person to person. Some people will be like, fuck it. Hey, you don't want to talk? I tried. You don't want to talk to me? Well, fuck you too, then. And then some people are just like, hey, it is what it is. Hey, we ain't got to talk. Mm-hmm. Hey, if you want to talk, I'm here. Or, you know, like, they just going to live life. You know, it's like, hey, done. You're done. And then other people are like, you just got to be honest with them because they're going to flip it on you or blame you or
gaslight you.
Or something like, oh, what happened between you, such and such. Especially, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies. I've seen it, especially with women. Y'all talk to each other like a fucking dog, like this. And I'm saying bitch because it's like y'all talking about each other like a bitch, like a female dog. Y'all just so disrespectful. And then 3 weeks later, y'all, oh, this is my best friend, and I love this chick, and blah blah blah. I like y'all was just not like knockout, drag out, talk about each other.
That's entertaining. That's the most entertaining thing, especially online. If you on Facebook, you know what I'm saying. Hoes get mad at each other and then they spill all their business on Facebook. I ain't been on Facebook so long, but I know they still doing it.
Yeah, so I mean, there's that. But for the most part, it's situational. I say honestly, if you know that person's gonna be dramatic, probably just tell them straight up like, "Yo, I can't do this. I'm not feeling it. Yo, I ain't talking to you no more. Stop hitting me up."
Yeah, I'm a very direct person, man. I want people to be direct with me. So I normally would just tell you, hey, man, this is what's going on. If you can't change this behavior or stop this, I don't know if I can keep fucking with you. And then, you know, if they don't change it or do it, I just stop fucking with them, man. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, I want you to be direct with me because you might not even realize what you're doing sometimes. So I want to give you the opportunity to change the behavior. It's the king, bitch. But once you realize you're doing it, you still doing it, it's a conscious decision you're making, in my opinion. What about you, Rose?
Yeah, so I don't know if I would. Now, like I said earlier, I would just drop you off, and then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it get to that point, it's like I said, people are users. You know what I'm saying? They might consider you a friend, but in your brain, like you already know, like okay, yeah, I know how you is, like you know what I'm saying, type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 21 Savage type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Type
I see what's
stuff.
going on here.
Yeah, but that sort of thing. So it yeah, it'd be no need for me to say something to him or do anything. It just be like, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how it would be.
So with the last question before we move on to TNT, y'all, I kind of had to kind of edit it a little bit to make it applicable for everyone at the table. And of course, even the people that's not applicable to, they can still get their thoughts about, obviously. Is it okay to be friends with your kids? If it is, at one point in time, do you feel like you can be friends with your kids? And to make it applicable for those who don't have kids too, if you're a mentor to someone, or someone's like much younger than you and they look at you like a role model, like at one point in time, does that power balance, dictate that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be friends with this person, or it doesn't matter, you can't be friends with them?
Kids, I'll speak for personally how I feel about kids. You cannot be a kid's friend until they're grown and adults. And then when it comes to adults, it's like a certain understanding. It's going to take some time for them. Some kids, they might be teenagers, and it's like you literally can just have a straight up conversation with them and tell them how the world really is, or how you see things, or how it's going to be in your household, and how you deal and see the world. But for the most part, nah, the buddy, soft parenting and shit. Like every kid, you ain't got to beat their ass. Every kid, you ain't got to yell at and be strict and stern. Some kids, you just literally tell them, hey, pick up your toy. It's messy. Okay, Dad.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't have kids, but I've had friends, like shout out to Mufasa TJ, who his dad was the best man at his wedding. So like and my mom, she tells us all the time my grandma was her best friend, and I always thought it was kind of weird for your kid to be your best friend, only because of the fact of I don't know how much of yourself you can be around your kid, and still be a parental figure. I never desired a friendship from my parents, but I did desire a close relationship with my parents or my grandma, where I can confide in them and tell them the truth. But I never wanted a relationship where it's like they one of my niggas, because I do feel like even when they become adults, like I'm always gonna look at them like my mom, my grandma, like I'm always gonna look at them like a parental figure. So I'm never gonna feel like I can be completely myself around, them because of the parental figures aspect. And I've had younger cousins who was like 10 to 15 years younger than me, and they've looked at me like a role model. They always look at me as big cousin, and I've always looked out for them, and I've always been cool with them. But even though I may hang out with them and they're of age now, and we might have drinks and stuff and kick it, it's always that I'm still big cuz or whatever. I'm still gonna make sure you straight. Like we cool, we're friendly, but I never really consider them like that's like my actual friend. And I've had kids, I'm a Christian. I've had kids at my church that I've mentored and stuff like that. And even I'd have seen some of them at the club, and I've given them hugs, and we talked to them or whatever. But I've never kind of like try to just be like, oh, we friends now. We finna do dirt together and stuff like that. Because I kind of want that image to be where it is. But that's just me personally, I'm not saying you can't be friends with your kids or you can't be friends with the mentors. I do think there's a power dynamic there, and it kind of makes it hard because I don't know how you can do certain stuff with them and then turn around and then try to preach to them too at the same time.
Yeah, I think you can be friends with your kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't think but you can't be like, as long as there's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's boundaries. But I can see being kids with your friends. I mean,
Friends with your kids.
Friends with your kids. As long as
how deep friends? Because if there's boundaries, like, do you have boundaries with your regular friends?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah. It's always gonna be boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, like
we friends, but you can't see me do coke in the bathroom.
Yeah, or you can't see me. I don't want to see none of my friends naked. You know what I'm saying? like kids, like you change their diapers and things, but as they get older, like you don't want to see them naked or that sort of thing. Or like you know what I'm saying? Or
so when you say boundaries, you just mean boundaries with friends. Period. Like there's not a different set of rules for your kids being your friends and then your friends being friends.
Oh yeah, no.
I want to make sure I get this point across.
Yeah, so boundaries. You know, you have different boundaries for different people. So
okay, like, cool. So it's for different people in general.
Yeah, so different boundaries for different people. So it's like, so you always have these boundaries. So they could be I could see them being your friend as long as there's boundaries. But it's also, it takes you know what I'm saying, a type of maturity, you know what I'm saying, to understand certain things too. So it's like if you're doing stuff and you're trying to make somebody your friend, like a little kid or something like that, or you're trying to like not coach but not mentor but
guide.
Oh man, what's that?
Influence.
I'm talking about, you know how child molesters do, like they coach or
yeah,
you know,
like
groom, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you grooming, you know, so you want to groom your kids, but you know what I'm saying, but some people, you know what I'm saying, groom to a certain type of, you know, friendship.
To a negative.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't right. But you know what I'm saying? But you want to coach and teach them the right way of things, like, but I don't see, if it's meant to be, it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? So, like, like with my kids, I try to be their friend, you know what I'm saying? Especially as all my kids are adults now. So like I invite my oldest son, I try to invite him to the bar. I know he doesn't drink, but I just want to take him there so I can
to be in that atmosphere.
Not to be in the atmosphere, somebody to be there to eat some of the wings with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And watch the game. No, he ain't gotta drive me home either, but just to be there and, you know what I'm saying, watch the game, eat some wings, and just chill, you know what I'm saying, get out of the house and just do something.
Have some company, okay.
Yeah, just have some
companionship.
Yeah, so I would want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like some of them they'll do it and some of them won't, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to go to breweries, you know what I'm saying? They necessarily don't have to come and drink with me, but if we get the flight, you know what I'm saying, it'd be cool to see them distaste it, you know what I'm saying? It'd be cool, but they don't have to, because lots of breweries have food, so we just go there and eat. I'm gonna go there and taste the beers. But if you want to do that, you over 21, that's cool with me too.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to two of them coming up on that age.
Yeah, so that sort of thing. That's I consider that's like, that's stuff that that's just me. I would want that in my relationships with my kids. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do stuff like that.
Quick aside, you talked about Limelight. MJH would probably get mad if I say this. Yeah, man, you got to come when you come out of Augusta. You got to get them wings again, bro. I know you be craving though. My bad, Rose.
But that's pretty much it. I think we hit it all on the head. Like,
the thing about friendships, man. You were saying that earlier. How many of us have them friends? There'll be a lot of tears in friendships, man. You cry with them because you're sad. You cry because you're happy. You cry because you're mad. Moving on to TNT, y'all.
Boom. Dynamite.
Tears or no tears. So, the first TNT of the night, man. Everyone, give you a breakdown of the Verzuz battle from the No Limit Cash Money. Before disclosure to the listeners, we all watched it together. C's, Mr. DJ Rose, Verzuz, and Juice Man. We watched the Verzuz battle from start to finish together. We was drinking that Martell Blue Swift, the Martell way for my boy MGH. We liked the battle for the most part. Who did you have winning, C's? And what's your thoughts on the battle, good and the bad?
Let's cap it from the technical side. Apple, come to the forefront. Why are you lying to me, telling me that I can go to the Apple TV app, there's a music tab, and I'll be able to watch this Verzuz battle? It was a lie. You had to actually go into Apple Music in the app and watch it that way, or to have the complex shit that nobody fucking has. I don't watch complex. Maybe some people do, but I don't. So there's a technical aspect. It was hard to watch. It was easy to watch, but it was not as easy as you said it was. For the most part, the two MVPs, unanimous on the internet. Maybe you don't agree. Maya X and Juvenile were the MVPs. You know, I love BG showing up doing his thing, Slick the Shocker, and then who's the right hand man that was there, bro? He's like 60. It's P's right hand man.
Big Bowls.
Big Bowls. I kept seeing pictures of Bowls, and it was like, if you don't know who this is, you're wrong.
Big Balls or whatever.
Big Bowls. But yeah, he was in the crowd, and they shout out to Fiend. Fiend's still doing his thing, but like unanimous. It's just one of them things, man. There's so many people involved. And you know, these contracts, man, they when people, everybody wants to make complaints about shit when shit's televised, but you're not there. If you're there, you probably understand more. You got all these people in the building. They've bought it and set it for a certain amount of time. There's fire codes and all these other ticketing shit. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear that, but I'm just saying it's shit going on that they got contractual agreements. But I wish they would have brought everybody there. Mercedes, she apparently she doesn't own the song. Dude came out and said, you know, the specifics behind it. It's a good thing, but for the most part, I love it. It was a good battle. No Limit really showed their stuff and they how heavy they were. But I mean, honestly, I really wish, I'm not gonna be the only person to say that, if y'all would have did it in New Orleans or Louisiana, bro, it would have been so much better.
Well, that's what P said.
So much better. But I mean, hey man, maybe we'll have if it ever come to Atlanta or somewhere else in the South, may they have it in the city they're actually from.
Who you had winning, by the way?
Oh, No Limit, no doubt. Stop riding Wayne, man. He's good. He just wasn't there, so y'all ain't have to ride him. If he was there, I would have been like, all right, cool. Y'all can do whatever y'all do or say whatever you want to say. But he wasn't there. He didn't even show up. He don't even show up to his own concerts. That's all I'm saying. So hey, Mystical's locked up. Soulja Slim passed away. A couple other folks, C Murder's not getting out anytime soon, as far as I know. But hey, man, overall, New Orleans, y'all got some shit. Third Ward, man, all the way back to Uptown, man. It's one of them cities, man. The food's good. The people love the accent, especially the women. Love the New Orleans women. But, you know, overall, great, man. It's good.
Overall, man, I got tears of sadness because the battle was great. I had No Limit winning. I'm going to break that down in a second. But, like, my three takeaways from the battle was they didn't really play the Mystical like that. Like, you got Mystical, the man right here. Here I go.
Pussy Crew.
Danger, been so long with Navia. You know, like one of me and MJ's favorite phrase, you know, I walked in with my dick in my hand. Be cool. Like, we didn't get to hear that shit. You know, Wayne, you know, he wasn't there. They didn't really play a lot of Wayne from 500 Degrees to Carter 1, Carter 2. We got one, like, actual Wayne song, which was a Millie. I kind of was disappointed with that. And then lastly, man, like 10 songs apiece. Like, these record labels are too dope. They mean too much to hip hop, mean too much to the black community. It should have been 20 songs apiece so we could actually enjoy it. To be honest, I would have been cool with 25 songs apiece. But I had No Limit winning, man. And I ain't gonna lie. We saw the battle together. We had some technical difficulties with the Normal Black Tears podcast, unfortunately. So I ended up listening to the battle the next night on YouTube, like, you know, from the start to finish. And the night before, I had No Limit winning easily. Bro, when I went back, man, I had No Limit winning, but it was closer, man. Like I had Cash Money taking the first three songs, which was 400 Degrees, Still Fly, Project Bitch. Then No Limit took the next two, How You Do That There, Bourbon and Lax. Then I had Cash Money take Slow Motion. And then that's when No Limit took It Ain't My Fault, Mr. Ice Cream Man. Then Cash Money came back with Stunner. And it really came down to the last couple songs. No Limit took the last three. And that's really what made the difference was when No Limit played Make Them Say Chopper Style, Down for My Niggers, you know, and then unfortunately for No Limit, they ran out of songs. So of course, you know, Cash Money played Back That Ass Up, and that helped them out. So like, yeah, but overall it was a great battle, but I had No Limit winning, and it was great that they honor both of them. There were some things they could have did better, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, so as a 80s baby, it wasn't that close to me. It was close. I say 6-4, right? And 6-4 Impala. Or it could have, I ain't gonna say it was 7-3, but I'm gonna say 6-4. But like C says, the MVPs was Mia X and Juvenile. They showed out.
Juvenile took on the whole No Limit squad.
Yeah, they showed out, but it's hard to 400 Degrees is one of my favorite songs ever, but it's hard to put that over No Limit Soldiers, because No Limit Soldiers was a movement. It wasn't just a song; it was a movement. You know what I'm saying? It's like they had people wearing different clothes, like y'all say. Dipset was a movement and that sort of thing.
Dipset and G Unit.
Yeah, so it's like
G Unit.
No Limit Soldiers, that was something different, you know what I'm saying? And then and Break 'Em Off is one of my favorite songs. Still Fly, yeah, that's a good song, but Let Me Break 'Em Off, son, that's a super class. You can't. They got one of UGK's or Pimp C's best verses that he ever wrote. You know what I'm saying? See Murder on there. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of my things. You know what I'm saying? And Project B, that's just
that was an anthem at one point in time though.
Not from where I was from. It was like nobody wanted to hear that song. You know what I'm saying? Right. But in Freak Hoes, like, so
the remake made it brought to the future.
So it's like people still, you know what I'm saying, sampling. When people sample your songs
30 years later, 20-something years later.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you got you something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so those first three, I had No Limit winning. So it's like, and then we can go to like Slow Motion. They got that one. Bling Bling, I gave them that one.
And then like,
you know what I'm saying? Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream was Ice Cream Man.
We all got lit when that song came on.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned it, I'm not trying to bogart, but they did say technically Soulja Slim was a No Limit Soldier. Technically,
he was. He was.
And it's like Juvie had left Cash Money at that time. Soulja Slim passed away. So he released the record, and it's
talking about Slow Motion.
Yeah, Slow Motion. Technically, that I can't give that to either one. Mm-hmm. Me personally, that's just me.
Yeah, so
it's Juvenile song.
Yeah, it's Juvenile.
But it's
so Juvenile.
He said it. He said it.
It's Juvenile song.
He said it. He said he only released it because Soulja Slim gave him that record because he died, so he had to release it.
How a dead person give you something?
No, he released it because he passed away.
Like
I'm saying he released it because he passed away. It was supposed to be Soulja Slim's song. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
But continue, Rose.
Yeah, so and then the number one stunner, that was one of them hits. That was one of them hits, but I'm bad about it. You know what I'm saying? That was a movement. That was a movement. Now I give you Get Your Roll On. I'll give you that. I'm gonna give you that over to make them say, I'm gonna give you that one. And then I Need a Hot Girl, like why? Like why? Like y'all had other songs y'all could have played, but why? And then the Chopper Style, like it's a good song, but it got played so much, I didn't want to hear it, but I knew it was going to get played.
It had to get played.
I knew it was going to get played. And then Down for My Niggas.
When Snoop came out,
it's like,
it was over.
We all knew, it's like, that was going to be the one. We already knew that was going to be the one. So it's like, so I might have it 7-3, but I'm going to say 6-4, right in the Apollo.
Yeah, man.
And I got tears of joy for it, man. I got tears of joy. It was, and I wish they could have did 20, 25 songs, but I was just happy to see the verses again.
Yeah, man. Moving on to something from a joyous occasion to a sad occasion. We had Anthony Boyd, who was on death row in Alabama. He was put to death by nitrogen gas. Now he had requested firing squad, but they had ruled nitrogen. They had decided to do nitrogen gas. Apparently, only Alabama and Louisiana does nitrogen gas, and there was debates on the Supreme Court about it being humane. That some people said that it's painless. Some people said that still hasn't been proven. I didn't even know that was a possibility. I didn't know they kill people with nitrogen gas. Yeah, man. I guess I got no tears because he never proclaimed his innocence, at least from what I saw. So it's like, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, do you think he was innocent?
I don't know.
You know, it's hard for me to have tears when people kill people, man, just because it's like, you kill someone, I don't care if it's humane or not humane, how you get executed. Now, I feel like we can have a conversation about the death penalty, but as far as how he got murdered, well, killed by the state, I mean, I just feel like that is what it is at that point. So, no tears.
I have tears, only because he literally requested. When somebody says, "Hey, I don't give a damn that you're going to off me. I just want you to do it a different way." I'd be like, okay, you want us to slice you in half? Okay, cool. You want somebody to pull the plug? We're going to fry you, nigga? Or, hey, we're going to light you on fire? If you're asking me, you're volunteering. You don't give a damn that's happening to you. You've accepted it. You just want to change how? Like, okay, we'll make the accommodation. Somebody going to pull the trigger. Somebody going to light the fire. Or somebody going to fucking pull the switch. Pull the lever, crunk. Somebody going to fucking do it. That's my only tears. And it's apparently he was the accused of being the motherfucker that held or tied the person who's accused died feet together. He wasn't even the person who lit the fire. He was just the person that allegedly tied them together. He did say he was innocent. My only thing is, our justice system, as fucked up as it is, excuse my French and my Portuguese, as fucked up as it is, why does it take so long? If you've already proven somebody's guilty or you say they're guilty and they accept it, they say, I'm tired of fighting, and you just want to get it over with, why do you take 15, 20 damn years? 10, like, this shit is crazy. Get it over with. If they asking for it, they're done fighting, they say, fuck it, it is what it is, just pull the damn trigger. Like, do it.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears. Like, Buddy was guilty. Buddy killed somebody. Buddy, you don't get a choice. You don't get a choice of how you die.
You voluntarily.
No, you don't get a
You
choice.
lose, sir.
Yeah, you get no suit for you.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, you lock him up.
He was already locked up. Man.
Kill him.
That's how we do it. Pull the lever, drunk.
Kill him.
Push the fucking button. Push the goddamn button.
Moving on from one criminal to somebody that was treated like a criminal. So Taki Allen, a Baltimore student, as he was trying to, basically get ready to go home, they have a system where they check bags with an AI system so they can detect guns and weapons. And apparently his bag of Dorito chips, the AI system detected it was a gun, and the police officers pulled down on him, detained him and stuff. He said it was a very scary moment. I do have tears because, unfortunately, from what they said, the AI system is there, but it's supposed to be supervised by humans. And at some point in time, there was some kind of mishap. And luckily, nothing happened. But we've seen enough situations over the last 10, 15 years in America of police officers and young black men, where they could have ended badly. This could have ended very badly. I'm glad it didn't. Maybe if this is going to happen and they need to get the kinks out, they need to go back to having someone who's certified actually checking the bags thoroughly themselves. Because if a system is going to accidentally see a bag of chips as a weapon, that's something that we need to fix.
Huge tears. I'm going to name some stuff. I'm not going to break it down. People who know how to look things up or can read between the lines will do it. 9/11, 2001, the world changed, the Patriot Act. Now they're trying to have digital IDs in the UK, and it's not too soon. Real soon, they'll be trying to do that in the U.S. There's a lot of AI push for everything. Everybody's embracing it. It's being forced, but it's always not the best thing. Just like ring cameras, blink, flop, traffic cameras, everything's watching you. Big Brother's watching you. So everything you do, and there's already been proven there's biases. If everybody who trains and makes these models and these algorithms is a white man, of course they're going to be racist. There's proven whether ChatGPT, Claude, AI, Gemini, all these different AI formats, you're just willingly giving your free information out there. Yes, they already have, but now you're just giving even more invasive. You're trusting AI to do every single thing, and now it's getting to the point to where drones and cop cameras, you go to the store and there's a stand with the fucking police sign watching instead of having the actual person there. So when you train these models and you trust and you don't actually verify it, we always went to the phrase of the military: trust but verify. You're not fucking verifying shit. When 8 cops run up on a black kid that had a fucking bag of chips, it tells you something. It's a fucking problem. Y'all too trusting and you're fucking stupid giving AI every fucking thing. This is a travesty. And y'all just need to go back to the manual because apparently your AI is not fucking working.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears, man. Stuff happens, you know what I'm saying? I got stopped at the airport. They thought I had a gun, but it was nothing but my headphones, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to him, man. He about to be on the next Doritos commercial, man. He probably be on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's dope.
So shout out to him. So he gonna be all right, man. Ain't nothing happened to him, you know what I'm saying? But now he about to get paid, man. I ain't got no tears from nobody getting paid, man. Shout out to him.
So going from Baltimore to Oklahoma, there was another teen, a white teen this time, Jesse Butler, who basically was convicted of raping 2 other teenagers, 2 white girls. He strangled them, choked them, beat them, choked one girl to unconsciousness to the point where they said had he choked her for 30 more seconds, she would have passed away. And he raped both of them. Unfortunately, he was convicted, but the judge decided to overturn the conviction, and instead of him take the conviction as an adult, which would have been I think 15 years, he ended up getting probation. And the rules of the probation, it was basically rehabilitation. That's how they phrased it. It would have been daily check-ins, where it's daily check-ins, weekly counseling. He has a curfew, no social media, and 150 hours of community service. And because my bad, it was a 78-year sentence he was sentenced to, but the judge overturned that for these probation rules that I just listed. And because the judge overturned it, the judge also then added he's going to be a juvenile under this. So long as he completes this probationary period, he would not be listed as a sex offender. I got huge tears because had this been an African American, had this been a Hispanic person, had this been any person of color, they would have threw the book at this young person, and they would have basically done 78 years locked up with no parole probably. And I'm not saying that if you do this kind of stuff, regardless of your race or gender, you shouldn't be locked up that long. I'm just saying that we live in a country where the rules are not the same for everyone, especially if you are white. If you are brown, like, things are going to be much harsher. And if you're white, there's going to be much more lax. And that's why I have such huge tears.
I actually don't have tears. Continuation of the justice system. I mean, this is the thing. Go back 100 years, go back 50 years, 25 years. Sweep it under the rug. Yeah. Flip the side of your hand. What color is that? If the outside of your hand matches that, looks like you get off free. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's just say somebody was looking out for him. This is a fucked up situation. Hopefully these victims actually get justice, man.
Yeah, I got tears because him not serving anything, that's crazy. I don't care about no probation. Lock him up. I say it all the time. When these young folks doing all this crazy stuff, lock him up. You know what this going to show? What's going to happen is when after he gets off, or maybe even when he's during his probation period, if he actually did all these horrible things that he did, he ain't going to learn nothing. He going to do it again. And then he go be in jail. And then people be like, see, you slapped him on the wrist the first time. Tired of these kids getting these slaps on the wrist.
Creating more victims.
Yes, lock these guys up, make them serve some time and be rehabilitated in the prison where they belong. Because when you're doing all this kind of stuff, that's where you belong. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for second chances. I always say that, but
not when it's this.
Sometimes your second chance need to come later on in life.
Exactly. Speaking of second chances, though, final TNT of the night, Diane Santiago, she basically got arrested and charged with violation of oath, gang conspiracy, because she was a deputy in Augusta, Georgia, Richmond County system. And apparently she had relations with somebody who was a gang member. And basically, long story short, that person was committing a crime with a pharmacy, a CVS. And they questioned one of the pharmacists at that CVS. And she ended up seeing that person at a club, tried to arrest them. And it later came back that, the person they interviewed, the pharmacist, was told by the criminal, hey, this is everything that was said in your interview with those two officers. And the Officer Santiago partner basically told the department, yeah, she disclosed to me that she had a relationship with this person. Tears again, man, just because it's so hard for us to have a criminal justice system where there's just so many crooked people in it. Like, we just talked about a judge who overturned something. Now we got officers. Like, those of us who work in the system, man, it can be frustrating at times because not everyone is on an up and up. If everything was done the proper way, then justice would be blind. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people in the system that are cutting corners and doing things they shouldn't be doing. And that's why we have some of the situations we have here. Because even though I'm not going to make it seem like this was light. This was just the theft of like narcotics and pharmaceuticals. But this could have been a situation where, let's say, there was a victim, like someone who had been, assaulted or murdered, like to know that a cop is potentially aiding that person and telling them like, yeah, man, this is what this person said about you when we was interrogating them. Yeah, that can be scary, man, because if I'm talking to the cops and that's a situation that happened and I'm telling them the truth and they decide to tell the person, yeah, Verzuz went ahead and told us this, you put my life in danger, man. So yeah, tears.
I don't have any tears. I see the situation a lot. I don't say it's typically female cops, but I've seen a lot of female officers be involved, COs, cops, that type of thing, nurses, in the prison system. So I mean, it's something that happens. I'm not tears for it. I mean, it just shit happens. She got caught, man.
Yeah, I got tears because she's supposed to be protecting and serving, but instead of she protecting and serving, she's sucking and serving. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, so I got tears, man, because this whole needs to be doing the badge, not serving some dicks. You know what I'm saying? She put that dick above the badge, man. Man, I got tears for that, man, because if you want to be on the stroll, be on the stroll. You know what I'm saying? Don't or if you want to be on the pole, be on the pole. But you can't be out here pulling people over and then but you get doing favors for labors. You know what I'm saying? No, man. I got tears.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with these female cops. I don't know what's wrong with these hoes, y'all.
What's wrong with them?
So we received a video where a woman was in the grocery store and she was basically wearing them new little shorts that hoes be wearing. It looked like underwear, but now hoes are starting to wear them more in public. And she had like,
ain't nothing new, nigga.
She was wearing those boxers.
Yeah, but you start seeing that more and more in public though now.
In the club,
in the streets.
Yeah,
on the street,
not in the grocery store. But my point is, you're starting to see it more and more. And she had basically like a shirt on, but it was like a little tank top with no bra. And she set the camera up in her little grocery cart while she was, I guess, grocery shopping. It just brings up the conversation of just these hoes dressing inappropriately in public places. What's your thoughts, C's?
Short and sweet, baby. if you come out of her house a certain way, people are gonna judge you. No matter what you do, however you dress, you're gonna be perceived a certain way. You walk around in a suit and tie all day, people are gonna assume you're a businessman, somebody of influence, blah blah blah, whatever. You walk around in a baseball jersey, people are gonna think you're either a sports fan or you play sports. You walk around in gym attire all day, people are gonna think you go to the gym, you work out. You walk around like a bum. If you dress like a sweatpants and you dress like a bum every day, you got something tatted, people are gonna assume, hey, you're always in the out the house. So you dress like a hoe, people are gonna think you're a hoe. Some places you just shouldn't wear what you're gonna wear. It's just like, yo, you can wear like people. It was bad enough. People make judgments. Just people like these gym moms got the thin little joint that make the ass pop. They go into Pilates classes and working out or whatever. Chicks going to the gym and then they go grocery shopping. People assume people assume they're hoes or they're trying to show off. It's like, nah, she just wears that shit to go out and do whatever. She's not looking for attention. This woman, Lily, attention. She got titties out, ass out. If you're gonna get a certain level of respect, and that's how you present yourself. So when somebody comes up to you a certain way, you gotta accept it. Just like if a man's walking around with his pants hanging off his ass, gold grill, nappy dreads, it's sad to say, but people are gonna assume. You could be a very smart scientist, you could be a very intelligent person, but people are gonna make the assumption that you're a ninja off the street. You know what I'm saying? Perception's everything. So it's just like the way you carry yourself and the way now, especially now, y'all literally wearing shirts with your titties out with pasties. Why are you wearing something where you have to cover up your nipples? Before it was like you wore something low cut. You were showing the titties off, but you were showing everything off. Now it's low cut. Now you're literally wearing pasties. It's to the point now your ass cracks out. Damn near it's up your ass crack.
Yeah, man.
And your titties are out. You're wearing a see-through joint. Literally see-through. You're wearing a thong and see-through joint, and you're wearing something that you have to glue to your titties or stick to your nipples, your areolas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
These hoes ain't celibate, man. They selling it. They advertising. So it was crazy what she had on.
You buy.
She looked good though. She did look good. Yeah, she looked good. If you ask me,
she looked great.
If you ask me,
she looked great. She definitely could have got a couple of dollars.
Yeah. So she was, but Shawty, it's embarrassing to be if her father or her brothers or her kids or her man. It's embarrassing, but
she got a man.
No, she ain't got no man because that would have been Donkey Kong if she had a man. She probably got a little boy at home. She probably got a boyfriend, but she ain't got no man. You know what I'm saying? I put y'all on game, and you walk up to her and she say, "So, I got a boyfriend." You tell her, it's okay. You got a boyfriend. Do you want a man?
Yeah,
that's what you tell this hoes. I'm putting y'all on game. I ain't gonna charge y'all for that one, but yeah, it was definitely inappropriate. Just because you look good with what she had on, everybody don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially in the grocery store, and then you filming it, so you was doing it for likes and clicks and trying to get some attention and some kind of payment off of TikTok or Instagram. But then if a dude would have walked up to you like back in the day when women wore stuff like that, dudes would walk up to him, smack him on their butt. About what's up, shawty? Now, if a dude did that, then you'd have been mad.
Been a whole issue.
Yeah, but that's what you was asking for, though. So don't get mad when some stuff like that happened to you.
And let's make something clear. We're not saying that's okay. That's not okay. I would say this, though. I remember when Dave Chappelle did his stand-up back in the day when he had a Chappelle show. And he said, hey, man, if I'm walking around in a police outfit and someone runs up to me like, hey, officer, I need your help. And he turned around and said, hold up. I'm not a cop. I'm just wearing this for shits and giggles. Hey, it's fucking confusing, ladies, when y'all dress the way y'all do in public. We're not talking about the club. We're talking about like just in grocery stores, just at the gas station, just in everyday life places. It's fucking confusing for men to kind of not expect you to be a hoe. Because that's how you look. You look like you're a hoe. You look like you advertising it. You look like you settling, like Rose just said. And also, keep in mind that people got their families and kids out in public. Some people might be grocery shopping or just being in some public spaces, and they don't want their kids to be exposed to that. And some men, be with their wives or girlfriends or whatever, and it's like, yo, man, what the fuck going on? Like, because what she had was really, really wild. I love seeing it. As a single man, I love seeing shit like that. But I ain't gonna lie, me myself, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you definitely advertising that pussy, especially now that the food stamps is off, and I got $40 for you, but that's just me personally. Moving on to the final topic of the night. There was a woman who said, a lot of times men be going for the women that don't really rock with them or don't really like them or want them. Just in general, a lot of people go for people that don't necessarily want them. What's your thoughts on that season, Rose?
Shorty, you speaking a lot of truth. I've seen her speak on a couple other occasions. I've seen her podcast. I want to say I was following her for like a couple of days. She's real cute. But she got a real good point. Whether it's a romantic relationship or a friendship or whatever type of relationship, you get to a point in life where you attract. Go where you love. Go where you celebrate it. Basically, what I'm saying. I've been guilty of that. You want the baddie. You want the bad bitch. You want a thick joint. The guy. You want the guy, thick joint. The baddie, whatever. That's not necessarily everything that glitters is not gold, man. Sometimes, shit, you gotta get the shorty that she look good. She cute. Whatever. She's nice, but she's actually nice. You know what I'm saying? Like she treats you like a person, not a trick, not a meal ticket, not just a nigga. She actually treats you like a person. Like, yo, I can have a conversation with you. We can watch a movie together. We can go kick it. We can do this. We can do that. Treat you like a person versus, hey, this is an even exchange. You're providing this service. I'm paying this much.
Man, the trick's thinking right now? Shut up, Black.
Probably.
Because I'm gonna be honest. I feel what she was saying, and Rose has tried to tell y'all before, keep your expectations low. I just feel like you should know what's up. It's 2025. So if I'm messing with a woman and I know she want money out of me and she want money from me, I'm not gonna feel like I'm used. Because I know that that's a transactional relationship. So I'm gonna treat her accordingly because it's a transaction.
No, but I'm saying this was younger years. Now it's like Yeah.
But on the flip side, for ladies, you should know if a nigga fucking with you just because of the fact that you just got a nice body or whatever. Like me and MJ talk all the time. We say a scene from Batman Begins where this young bitch is with an older mafia man nigga in the club, and she said, "Can we go somewhere else? I can't hear you talk." And that nigga turns to the bitch and says, "What make you think I don't want to hear you talk?" Yeah, bitch, you not dare to speak. You not dare to add to the conversation. You dare to look good. And that's something that everyone needs to understand. If you're going to fuck with certain people, please understand there's a chance they might not like you for you. They might like you for how you look. They might like you for what you can do for them. But they might not like you for you and might not want to be with you. But the problem is we got a lot of these tricks nowadays, because back in the day, you had niggas who was tricks who actually knew their role. They was like Nate. They was like, yo, I'm here when the bitch is in a bind, and she gonna get that money when I'm finished. But now you got niggas who are tricks, and they trying to fall in love with these hoes. They trying to finance a hoe's lifestyle. They trying to be Captain Save a hoe. And that's the fucking problem, is y'all trying to treat these hoes like they special. No, she's just another hoe. And then you got these hoes that's going out here for these niggas with money that look good, got plenty of hoes, and then they wondering why this nigga's doing all this crazy shit. It's because that nigga don't really fuck with you, shawty. Like, I really don't even understand why in 2025 this is a complex conversation. Like, You know if someone fuck with you or not. Go back to the friend conversation. People make time for who they want to make time for. They do the stuff for the people they want to do for. If someone's acting a certain way, hey, believe what they showing you, bro. Don't believe what they telling you. Believe what they showing you. And I just feel like that's something that if you're a young nigga, I can understand it. But once you get to a certain age, you should understand what the fuck going on.
Yeah, man. Because shout out to the 80 babies again. Because when I was growing up, Snoop said, "We don't love your hoes and we got the dough." But now everybody trying to be Captain Save a hoe. Everybody like he's falling in love with the hoes and doing all kind of stuff for the hoes. Because shout out to Snoop again. He said, "I'm out the pussy when I nut for real, explosive." But y'all trying to make love to these hoes, all kind of other stuff, and it's backfiring on y'all. And then now it's making now all of a sudden every hoe's a 3 or 4. Everybody want to get paid for sex. Everybody want to get paid. Oh, where's your pimp? We need to take it back to the old days. Where's your pimp? Who is taking care of you, ho? Because y'all hoes has got bad pussy management. Shout out to Verzuz. Bad pussy management. Like y'all need somebody to manage it because y'all come out the house looking all crazy, smelling all crazy. Like what is wrong with y'all hoes? And then y'all got men at home or friends and things like that. But then y'all try to play a role and try to trick off on these other dudes. No, play your role, ho. Stay in your lane. If you want to be a prostitute, just be a prostitute. Bump all that. Like Pimp C said, man, it's making money, man. Easiest thing online, man. Bump all that online. Stop paying these hoes to see these hoes online.
And to your point, if you want to date a hoe, back in the day, if you dated a hoe, that was just another word for you was a pimp. Now niggas is marrying hoes, and these hoes is putting the pussy on OnlyFans, on Instagram and Twitter, and out here getting drunk and fucking other niggas, and sometimes not even bringing no money back home. They just do it. I'm just like, bro. Hey, I remember I had a coworker. Shout out to my coworker. One of my coworkers, someone said, "Man, what if your wife cheat on you?" He said, "I'm gonna look at my wife and be like, did you get some money?" Like, yo, some of y'all niggas is just going for anything, bro. But Rose keep trying to tell y'all, keep your expectations low. Yeah. Keep them low.
Because if you keep them low, then you gonna get somebody that's gonna care for you. You know what I'm saying? You might stay in your lane, but when you jumping out the frying pan and you think you hot because you got a little knot in your pocket, it's gonna get took. Hoes don't see that, man. They see that, man. They go see it and they go take it, and it's not even they taking it. You giving it to them.
But we done had too many topics where it's like a bitch been like went out to eat and said, "Oh, can I take this? Can I take a steak to home?" And it's like, for who? My kid? Man, ain't no 7-year-old eating no steak, bro. Like, I done seen situations where it's like, man, that nigga like you, right? Man, see if it give us a discount on this, or see if it do this. Like, y'all hoes don't know. I mean, y'all niggas don't know what's going on.
It started with the DLC code I always give you. Hey, what do you steak and lobster? No, I suggest the jalapeno poppers because that steak and lobster comes with dick on the side. No, the dick is the main course, but steak and lobster. So I mean, it's okay. So besides all the regular shit, it's really go where you celebrate it in relationships. Go where you celebrate it, and that's not to say don't
not where you're tolerated.
Not where you tolerate. Don't go with a fucking ego. That's everybody's biggest problem. We all got inflated fucking egos. I'm not saying
do not think you bigger than the program.
I'm not saying be humble, but I am saying be humble. Don't shrink yourself, but hey, don't think you're bigger than or you're too good for everything. Some things you are too good for. That's not your space. You're not supposed to be everywhere. Sometimes you're below or beneath where you need to be or the level you need to be at. Sometimes you got to learn and you got to learn to respect yourself, whether it comes to these people or these, pardon my English, hoes. Elevate yourself, get to the next level, treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So what's your final thoughts for the night?
Shout out to the Blue Jays. I told you I don't count us out too early. By the time you hear this,
Series tied 2-2, y'all.
Series tied 2-2. Yeah. Back to the other note. I'm not trying to recap everything, but hey, these AI shit getting out of hand. Shit getting way too crazy. Somebody that's in cybersecurity space, nigga, y'all niggas don't know. Information's out there. Privacy is gone. Shit's crazy. And then to the injustices we see every day, man. Shutdown still going on. Food stamps about to be down. We're literally getting to the place to where, like, it's no longer a joking matter. It's literally like kids like that don't deserve it.
Man, I'm finna start texting hoes. What does Thanksgiving mean to you?
Kid, literally, like, families and people that can't work are literally missing out. Like, people that actually deserve it or need it, like, they can't work, they're disabled, etc. People that actually need it aren't getting the help they need. So no joking matter. All you hoes, nobody gives a fuck about you. Y'all be all right. Y'all got something to use.
I was about to say because it's help out there.
But the people that actually need it, that can't work, and that are disabled and other things that actually really need it, this is where it's getting dire, especially before the year turns.
Yeah, man. So you keep talking about these food stamps getting cut off, man. I seen 2 kids get shot in Verzuz neighborhood yesterday, right on his street. You know what I'm saying? I probably rolled past them.
And I was asleep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people, dead bodies getting found all around that city of Augusta, man. It's like, man, when are they gonna slow down? You would think they would learn, but ain't nobody learned yet, man. I'm just saying, y'all young kids, man, slow down. Y'all don't know everything. But you should know more than what we knew. But y'all are dumber than people in the 60s. All right, and y'all got all the technology and all the tools to learn things, but y'all just letting everything take your mind and be gone somewhere else, man. But Verzuz, what you got?
Hey, man, you talking about all the stuff that's going on, man. We're going to need an Augusta Vice. Speaking of Augusta Vice, man, it's been said that there's a movie in the works, Miami Vice, they're rebooting it. It's going to star Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler. We all know who Michael B. Jordan is. If you don't know Austin Butler, man, he starred in a movie a couple years ago called The Bikers. You know, it's based off a true story, but the movie you definitely know him from is the movie where he played Elvis. We talking about 2 young actors, a white and a black dude, playing in an iconic movie that had Jamie Foxx and was it Brad Pitt that played Jamie Foxx's partner? I want to say it was Brad Pitt. And then we got the TV show from the 90s. Like, this is something that was dope. Like, I'm looking forward to this because you got star power on top of star power, man. So I can't wait for it to come out. Michael B. Jordan is having a hell of a run these last couple of years. Colin Film, okay, my bad. Like, Michael B. Jordan has had a hell of a run these last couple of years with Sinner that came out earlier this year. Now he got this in the works, man. So I'm happy for that dude, man. In the words of Airbnb Rakim, peace.
Yeah, so y'all can catch that in the light, man. We in traffic, and I'm back quiet.
Mr. DJ Rose, Verzuz, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell out now. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.